Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another installment of BrickWall Reviews. I'm Dave, and right now I'm going to be talking about the entirety of Loki Season 2. I know this is a different view right now. I'm using my phone. I'm trying out something different, but hopefully y'all can hear me. But anyway, before I get into it, I want to remind you guys, go ahead and hit that like button down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Excuse me. Follow us on all forms of social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch. I don't know why I was about to say TikTok, but we're not on TikTok. We might be one day. I say that a lot though. But anyway, and make sure y'all check out the podcast /BrickWall on Twitch as well. And I got a cool review coming up soon, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. But all that said, let's go ahead and get into it. So Loki season 2. Um, should I tell y'all about what it's about first, or should I just dive right into it? I'll tell you what it's about first. So this season pretty much picks up right where the end of the first season left off, which is Loki is in a different reality, one that's ruled primarily by Kang the Conqueror. And it's pretty much just dealing with how is Loki going to be able to fix what is now the broken timeline and the broken TVA. But we find out in the very first episode that things are not necessarily as they seem. Now, I'm not going to really dive into spoilers, so to speak, because there's a lot of twists and turns in this season here. There are a lot of things that seem one way, but then they turn out to be another way. So this is a really fun season, 6 episodes long, and I got to tell you, all 6 episodes are really, really great. So So basically, it all pretty much ends up at the point, though, in this season to where when the multiverse is at risk of becoming completely out of control and completely going south and just completely being destroyed, essentially, right? It's up to Loki to figure out how can he save the multiverse? How can he stop this from happening and right the wrong and correct the warning that He Who Remains gave him at the end of the first season before he was killed. Spoilers for season 1. So like I already said, this season here, it's definitely really good, right? It's one of the things I like most about this season, just coming into it, was the cinematography. So I'm gonna start there, right? The cinematography on this season was just chef's kiss. Like, there were so many cool angles, cool zoom in shots, cool everything. Just everything about the cinematography looked good. Even the way it was just like, I don't know how to like describe it because I'm not like a technical, like really the technical type of person. I don't know all these terms and stuff like that. But the way it looked was just like beautiful. Like, there are so many shots that's like, yo, I just want to picture that so I can put on my wall. I just want this to just play and repeat on my wall because it's just so beautiful to look at. And while it's it's visual eye candy, and the story is actually really good. Just seeing Tom Hiddleston once again come in and body, and I mean body, this role of Loki. Like, there is no other actor that can play Loki right now. Honestly, like he's it. Like, Tom Hiddleston is truly the one Loki. Like, he is the god of mischief. But of course, you have your other returning characters such as Mobius, played by Owen Wilson, Sylvie, played by, I forget the actress's name, I apologize. You have Ke Huy Quan making his debut in the MCU as Obi, or Ouroboros, which, fun fact, for those of you who don't know who Ke Huy Quan is, wow, I messed that name up the second time. He was the actor that was in Everything Everywhere All at Once, and he got so much acclaim last year during Oscar season. So really shout out to him for being a part of the Marvel project, which are the biggest projects here, no matter how you slice it. So this was a really good season, honestly. Like, all the episodes really leave you, when each episode ends, you're left on a cliffhanger. You're left in suspense, like, wow, what's gonna happen next? And I watch this week to week to week. So I'm like, wow, okay, where's this gonna go? Wow, this is interesting. Where's it gonna go? Of course, you got Google and Mbatha Raw returning as Renslayer, and of course, the man, the myth, the legend, Jonathan Majors. Despite all the controversy, which I do not care about, he is returned as not just He Who Remains, but also as a variant of Kang named Victor Timely. And so many, like I said, there's so much that happens in this season, and I would love to go in depth with it, but I'm not going to. Maybe on the podcast this week we'll finally go in depth with it. So the best way to know about that is to go ahead and follow us on Twitch, subscribe to our Twitch channel, and check out the Last BrickWall podcast there, where I'm pretty sure we're going to dive into spoilers for the entire season. But keeping it spoiler free for those of you who have not seen the entire season, we're waiting for the binge to drop. Or just waiting for your boy to go ahead and give you his honest opinion about this season. Like I said, this season is so freaking good. Like, it's just everything that happens is just it's like an escalation of the last episode, right? Like you get to see Mobius kind of question whether or not he wants to know who he is on the on the sacred timeline, right? You get to see Sylvie living out her life on the sacred timeline, which there's a really big endorsement for McDonald's in this entire. I'm pretty sure if y'all watch like TV or seen an ad on YouTube, like in the past couple months, y'all probably saw at least one McDonald's ad that threw Loki in there at the end and was like, "Why is Loki in the McDonald's ad? Like, what does that mean?" No, McDonald's does play a role in Loki season 2, so go figure. Let's see. What else about this season can I say? Because I'm really, I honestly, and while it seems that my thoughts are a little jumbled, it's because I'm really trying to avoid spoilers, because this is a season. This season really has a lot of moments that are really easy to spoil if you're not careful, because so many cool things happen. You know what I'm saying? From we find out who wrote the manual for the TVA. We find out why. We find out. Oh man! So the finale, right? The finale, because I watched the finale. I'm gonna say this, right? The finale is actually pretty cool. While I'm still trying to wrap my head around exactly what this means, the finale is so cool. Like Loki does something where it's just like, wow, bro, like. But that's where my head is like, well, where is this gonna lead to though? Again, not spoiling it, but I'm just like, wow, what is this gonna lead to? Like, this is very interesting. Like, this is a very cool note to leave it on. Then outside of that, like I said, they do there's time loops in this. There's just a lot. Oh, I can't spoil it. Yes, but okay. Let me try to get back to just talking. The performances were good. Everybody brings their A game. Owen Wilson. This is probably one of the best roles I've seen him in. That I've seen him in. I'm not saying one of the best roles that he's done. I have not seen every Owen Wilson movie in existence, but from the performances from Owen Wilson that I personally have seen, this is the number one for me. This is the number one for me. I absolutely, as a matter of fact, it's number 2 because his Lightning McQueen was actually pretty fucking good. Like, come on. Owen Wilson's Lightning McQueen, ka-chow. Wow, ka-chow. Like, come on. You can't beat that. But if you had to beat it, you would beat it with Loki season 2 and his performance in here. Like, he's really, really good in this. Like, especially the character development that Mobius gets and what his character kind of goes through. And oh man, it's just really, really cool. Jonathan Majors, his role in this, I know he has a controversy, but his role in this season, it's not that much. He's not in it that much, but the variant of Kang that he plays, aka which is known as Victor Timely, he is he's more of a nervous, timid kind of guy, but like I don't know, you kind of go to like him, and you can also see the threat that he may or may not pose, and to see whether or not he does pose a threat. Again, my best bet is to tell you to watch the season. I'm not going to tell you if he does. I'm not going to tell you if he doesn't. Watch the season. Let's see. What else about this show can I say? Tara Strong returns as Miss Minutes. Which, yeah, menacing. That's all I'm going to say. That little cartoon clock can tend to be quite menacing. Yeah, you do get a lot of interesting things in this season. It was a fun ride, honestly. And my only hiccup about this is the ending, right? So the ending of this is just like, okay, but what are the implications of this? Because we do know that this is a big part of the multiverse saga. And where things are left off at, it's like, okay, well, how is this possibly like gonna fit into anything? And I know, okay, so real quick, so this is a mild spoiler, right? But not really. Minor spoiler, matter of fact. So I know that part of the promo for the Marvels is to say that Loki, the end of Loki season 1, feeds directly into the Marvels. I have seen the Marvels. I saw the Marvels before I watched Loki, the Loki season 2 finale. I will tell you right now, with 100% certainty, it does not feed into the Marvels whatsoever. At all. So do not feel like, oh, I gotta wait to watch Loki season 2 finale before I go see the Marvels, or I won't understand something. No, absolutely not. Again, I saw the Marvels before I watched the season 2 finale of Loki, and I can say they got nothing to do with each other. So you don't have, if you're somebody who's like, yo, I'm gonna wait, you don't have to wait at all. I mean that sincerely. Like, there's absolutely no connection between the two properties. But I can rave about this season. Like I said, I did love it. I enjoyed it. My favorite aspect of it was the cinematography. I just fell in love with so many of the shots that they got in this season. I was looking like, wow, this is art. This is art. Like, this is artistic. Like, the way they shot this is artistic as all fuck. It looks like it's an A24 film the way it's shot. Like, just the interesting angles and the way they, man, I wish I knew the technical terms, but it's a really good season of Loki. It's the best season of Marvel television since for me since the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I thoroughly enjoyed Loki season 1. I thoroughly enjoyed the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and I thoroughly enjoyed WandaVision. After that, it's like, it ain't nothing, man. It ain't it. This is the one that carries top tier. So it's really good. So all that to say, this season was great, amazing. 6 episodes, definitely worth the watch. I will rate this on a scale of 1 to 5. I'm giving this season 5. I know. Tricked you, didn't I? I'll give this season 4.8 out of 5 stars. Like I said, while it was really good, unfortunately, I got to hold Marvel to their everything's connected. Oh, this feeds into the Marvels. Oh, make sure you watch this because you don't want to miss what happens next. Oh, this is going to have such implications for the rest of the MCU and the Kang the Conqueror story. And it's just like, there are some things that do kind of contribute to the Kang thing, like He Who Remains does have an interesting part in the last episode, but seeing where Loki is left off by the end of the season, it's not really like it raises a couple of questions for myself, which I'm definitely sure we'll get into on the pod Thursday night, Last BrickWall on Twitch. So make sure y'all check that out. If y'all want our spoiler-filled review, go over there and check that out. But here on YouTube, spoiler-free, all I'm going to say is check out Loki Season 2. You'll love it. If you've loved everything else, if you love Tom Hiddleston as an actor, you're going to love him in this because he's acting his ass off. He's doing a great job as Loki. Like, this is the best he's been as Loki. Like, yeah, it's good. It's really great. So I give this movie, this season of this show, 4.8 out of 5 stars. So that's all I have for you guys tonight. Thank you all for tuning in. Make sure you hit that like button down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. If you watch the season finale and have comments and thoughts, questions, or whatever, drop them down in the comment section down below. I'd love to read them and interact with you guys. But other than that, that's all I got for you guys. Remember, once again, subscribe to the channel. Follow us on social media. And until next time, be easy, stay breezy. Peace.